with God's people to give him praise and honor and glory. Do always take note of the announcements in your newsletter. They're on the back there. They're pretty standard. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time going to things we've already talked about. I have two things on my heart I need to share with you. Number one, I'm feeling much better. Thank you all for asking. I'm on the upside. I'm still not certain I can't share this, so we're going to do the same thing this week we did last week. The assisting ministers will provide you with bread and wine, and I will bless and dismiss you. That way we're not sharing anything inadvertently whatsoever. So I feel that it's very important for everyone's health's sake that I manage myself, and I will ask you all in the future to do that as well. So very, very good. The other thing is, what a lovely day it is today for a soup luncheon. Just a reminder that soup is being served downstairs in Fellowship Hall immediately following the worship service. And immediately after we've all had a chance to dine together and have some conversation, we'll start our in-depth conversation for this, the second of our intentional interim events to explore who we are at this time in the church's history. So please don't make me bar the doors and lock the gates. Come downstairs, have some soup. This is not a very long event, but it does require that you put your thinking caps on and be willing to speak and share. So we're just going to be making some lists of 3 things. So you can start thinking about them now until I preach. Then stop thinking and listen. We're going to think about all of the assets this church presently has that helps it to be Mount Zion. Then we're going to talk about all of the things we're doing with those assets that's causing God in the heavenly realms to say, wow, look at those people and what they're doing. And then third, we're going to talk about what else we might need to continue doing that off into the future. So those 3 things: lunch, a little bit of verbal exploration, making some notes, so we've got it for our call committee, and we are in good order for the day. Any questions? Then let me ask, are there any announcements from the congregation? For the good of the order, I see President Ellen waving her hand at me. Speak into the mic.
Yes, I am now your president, since we didn't get any volunteers from this illustrious group. And we have a treasurer who started on Friday. Her name is Kathy also, so we'll have to do Kathy S. for Kathy Swords, the treasurer, and Kathy G. for Kathy Gable, our administrative assistant. And third, the end of the year statements for your contributions that you may or may not need for tax purposes are back there, alphabetical order in a box. Please pick them up when you leave so I don't have to mail them. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam President. Are there any other announcements from the congregation for the good of the order? Then let us remember to thank Christine for joining us at the organ today. We appreciate her services as always. All right then, let us continue now to make our faithful preparations for worship as we listen now to this morning's prelude.